Welcome. I swear that was Amy behind the camera there.
I know, it does. It looks like. I know
Amy and Jordan are in London.
So we're going to pizza here?
Is that Robert? Palmer? No. Emerson. Keith Emerson. Keith Emerson, yeah.
Really?
Is that Keith Emerson? Yes. Keith Emerson.
Can you just get him playing the card?
Thank you, Stewart. Thank you.
He gets that all the time.
All right. Hello. Follow us.
All right.
Stewart, to your left. And right next to him. Stewart, straight ahead, please.
And right here, sir.
Straight ahead. Thank you so much. Straight ahead, please.
And Stewart right here.
Straight ahead.
How is that over there? I have a pad. I do paradiddles and single stroke rolls, 5-stroke, 9-stroke, triplets, and basically it's to get blood into these muscles so that it's all loose. The idea being, if possible, to get on stage for the first song feeling the way you normally feel after like the third song, where you're all warmed up and ready to rock. That is ideal. I'm waiting for that day. No. You have many of those days, and then you have many of the other days, right? It's over. There was a day with the police that I knew that the police was going to rule the world. We were starving at the time. There was the time when I was a kid in boarding school when my drum teacher couldn't play as well as I could. Anything he showed me, I could pretty much play it better than he could. That was a revelation. When I first started playing tama, the only credible drums or guitars to play were American guitars. Gibson, Fender, Rogers, Slingerland, Ludwig. Basically, if you were playing Japanese instruments, you were not professional. But in 1975, I think that's actually right, tama arrived on the scene with these drums that were completely a different class from everything that had gone before. The Slingerland, the Ludwig, the Rogers stands are these little spindly little things that are just great for Art Blakey or Buddy Rich with a very gentle touch. But for your Mondo, Godzilla, Neanderthal rock, the tama stands were these really thick stands that, like a gymnasium, you could climb around on. And also, all the American companies just had like tom. But tama were experimenting with octabands, with gong drum, with all kinds of different shapes of drum and different things you can do with a drum, different kinds of pedal, different kinds of stand. That just suddenly, tama was just light years ahead of everybody else. I've got two of them. I've got one which is the full-on drum set with all the bells and whistles that I use. But the other one is the antique kit, which is my old Perspex Vistalite kit, actually, which is the remnants of my first record company bought drum set. Ludwig, as it happens. This is before tama. I sold the main drum set, but I kept the second bass drum, and I kept the Perspex snare, the Vistalite snare. And I've got weird ethnic cymbals and these rototoms for tom-toms. It's the quietest drum set. I can blast away on there with an acoustic guitar and a violin, and that's a different kind of drum set. Excellent. Excellent. It's good and bad. It's bad for the fat cats. It's good for the skinny cats. It's good because anybody can do it. The threshold of participating in making music has been lowered to the point where anybody can do it. And with GarageBand, it really is anybody. You don't have to go to the record company to get a big advance, to go and spend money in the big, expensive recording studio. You don't need any of that anymore. Everyone can do it. Problem is, that's good for the skinny cats. But if you want to be a fat cat and sell a gazillion records and live in Holmby Hills and drive a Cadillac, it's going to be a problem. Because the means of promoting, of selling your record that is now so easy to make are very difficult and are all owned by a few mega corporations. The means of success are controlled by the corporation. And if you want to actually sell the music that you make and make a living out of it and become wealthy as a result of it, you got to go to the man. A French artist called Camille. I'm listening to Sepultura. Bjork has a newish record, incredible as always. Little Slipknot, little Lamb of God, little Slayer every now and then in the morning like Caffeine. I put that stuff on to terrify the children on their way to school. I always have it real loud when I pull up to this West Side, you know, liberal kind of artsy-fartsy private school that my kids go to. You know, and a lot of bluegrass. The big arena chops were always there. It's the little ones that actually take the most work to get back. And the little ones are really all you need. I guess hamming it up, you know, waving around a lot and looking big time, that's all just for show. The slick shit, which actually was what people hear and which drives the band, is actually not arena stuff at all. It's just very slick stuff.